Welcome back to Quinte Connection. Thanks for joining us this week on the show as we have lots to talk about. Chief Ardon Miracle from Mohawks Bay Quinte will be with us talking about what's happening in Tanana. But joining us off of Walbridge Loyalist Road here in Belleville, just down the road from Loyalist College, is Marilyn Lawrie and Kareen McKinnon talking about Humane Society Hastings Prince Edward. So the outgoing Executive Director welcoming in the new Executive Director, Kareen. So Marilyn, Kareen, great to have you on the program. Thanks so much.
Well, thank you, Lindsay. It's always great to be on your show. I'm thrilled to be working and handing off the rather formidable job of Executive Director of the Humane Society Hastings Prince Edward to Kareen. And what would you say? We've kind of been joined at the hip, I would say, going through certainly first and foremost a lot of financials. We're sort of now drilling down into some of the operational details. Staffing, Kareen has taken it upon herself to have, I think, several staff meetings so far. So I can say she has hit the ground running.
Yes, for sure.
That's good. Well, over the years, Marilyn, you and I have talked, and it seems like you're running all over the place. Your job never ends. So are you retiring officially, Marilyn? Is this kind of the end of a chapter for you?
The end of a chapter. Well, I like the way that sounds. So yes, I am retiring. I'm going to catch my breath, I think, for the latter quarter of 2024. But yeah, I will not be a retiree with nothing to do. I've got a few projects on the go, and yeah, but just kind of looking forward to leading life at a slower pace.
Well, you never know. Another nonprofit could be calling you, Marilyn, to help them out for sure.
Well, I've certainly worked for many of them in our region.
Yeah, how many has it been now? The Sterling Theatre at one point, I believe?
So I was with Sterling Festival Theatre, both as the stage manager and their general manager, Quinte Arts Council in the early 2000s, Quinte Symphony, very near and dear to my heart, Quinte Ballet School of Canada, another not-for-profit just down the road from us. And yeah, so most of my background has been in the arts, and then, well, one thing led to another, and I ended up being the ED for the then Quinte Humane Society, and now the Humane Society Hastings Prince Edward since November of 2020.
So Marilyn, walk us through the hunt for Kareen and finding the perfect person, because as our listeners have been viewing for years now, you're a hard person to replace and fill the shoes of.
Oh, I don't know. Well, with Kareen sitting beside me, I would say it's probably not going to be that hard, but there's certainly a enormous amount of information to transfer. But the hunt, we did post the position back in, I think it must have been probably early July on a number of websites. We did have someone that was kind of combing through all the resumes. I think we received about 65 submissions. Wow. Narrowed it down to 3 that rose to the top. Kareen was one of those for sure. There was a subcommittee of the board who also wanted me on the hiring committee, and I think that made sense, seeing as I know the job the best. We have very much a governance board, so they do not get into the operations of the organization, except for the hiring of an executive director. So we're thrilled that Kareen is here.
Thank you. I'm thrilled too.
Well, congrats, Kareen. What's your background heading into this?
I have a very diverse background. I actually come from investment banking and sort of the stockbroking side of things for a lot of years. And I was a senior executive in sort of the financing promotional realm of listed companies for a long time. And then I kind of branched off for a bit, and I was a realtor for a while, and I was a private investigator for a while. So I've done a lot of things. My most recent was general manager for a retirement home locally. And now I'm here. So I'm very excited.
We're excited too.
Yeah. Are you from Belleville originally, Kareen?
I'm not. I grew up in Perth, reasonably locally, but I've been living in different countries for the last 35 years. So I was in Vancouver, in Johannesburg, Perth, Australia, and in Buenos Aires in Argentina. And then back here. So this is my first few years ever, like at Belleville. My son's here in the military.
Oh,
so
good.
Came here for that reason,
Yeah.
And took a while to find somewhere to land, and now I'm here.
Nice. So moving forward, ladies, what is going to happen? Kareen, when do you officially kind of take over? And Marilyn, when do you officially start retirement?
Well, my last official day with the organization is Monday, September 30th, but I am using up some vacation time. So my last day in the office is next Thursday. So I think it's 6 days now and counting. Still lots to do. I've made it clear both to Kareen and to Greg Suds, the chair of our board, that I'm only a text or a phone call away. So if there's something that only Mayor would know, then please reach out. But no, Kareen, I would say as of last Tuesday, she is in the saddle.
Sounds good. So Kareen, walk us through kind of adoptions and what's been happening right now since you've started, because we've seen a lot of great stuff on Instagram. A lot of cats and dogs are going out the door.
There's a lot going on here. Yeah, we were at capacity when I got here. We have done a lot of adoptions. But we're also having a lot of animals continually coming through the front door. So we're trying our best to get them adopted, give them more face time, more marketing, but it's definitely keeping us busy. I've fallen in love. I've only been here for 2 weeks and I fall in love with a dog that I probably can't take, but I really love this dog. So I think I'm kind of falling under the romantic part of it, like everybody else does when they meet all these lovely animals. If I could adopt them all, I probably would. I think you adopted right when you started too, right?
Well, yes, I did. A quirky little tuxedo cat that was named Puffin followed me home 2 weeks after I started. And I kept the name, and he brings me joy each and every day.
Yep.
So Kareen is staying strong though.
I'm trying
so
yes,
far.
Yes, I don't know my little dog at home would like the big one very much, but.
And in terms of adoptions, something that Kareen has instituted since she started is we have a internal PA system. So when an animal has all been signed, sealed, and delivered, and the new family is here, we'll hear. Fluffy is leaving the building. Fluffy is being adopted and leaving the building now. So that's the cue for all the admin team who's ever here at the time and not in a meeting or on a Zoom call to go out front and just greet the new family members and to give a big round of applause. And I've got to say, even talking about it now, it's a little emotional. It's a little emotional, and that's why we're here, and that's one of the many things we do for the community.
It's beautiful. We love it. Hopefully there's more and more every day.
Yeah. Kareen, what are some of the things you hope to kind of implement going forward? Any kind of projects or different fundraising initiatives you're thinking of?
Well, we've actually started implementing some new things. We're trying to, now that we have this beautiful building, we're trying to maximize sort of visibility to people at this building, to know that we're here, to see, we're FaceTime, like I said, for the animals. So we are actually doing some newer events, like we're looking to have a Halloween event where we dress up the animals in the adoption circle. We have the kids come in their outfits, and then we, give candy and help get support that way. So just maximizing the visibility of the building and the, animals in costumes. I mean, who can resist?
Yeah, well, it's a beautiful building, and as the community has seen for years, Marilyn and the board fought tooth and nail to get all the money for that building. Marilyn, specifically on the building side of things, I know there was loan discussions in the past with Quinte West and Belleville. Where were we at financially with everything and kind of moving forward?
Well, thankfully, both municipalities stepped up. We had raised $3 million, and we had that in the bank. The project, we downsized from 10 million to 5. So we were 2 million short, and thankfully both the municipalities of Belleville and the city of Quinte West stepped up, each with a loan, $1 million loan guarantee. So we drew upon those loans in order to build this beautiful facility. Now we only had to go into the loans by $664,000 out of each city. So we did not use the full loan, and we've been paying them back on a monthly basis since October of 2020. When we had our occupancy permit, and that triggered the loan paybacks.
Thanks, Marilyn. Appreciate it. Well, Kareen, for you as we wrap up here, let's promote TV bingo. Marilyn, you're welcome to jump in. Kareen, you're welcome to jump in too on this. What's the real impact of TV bingo here on Cogeco each week? Because it's nice to see the phones ringing even as we're taping these episodes here.
I haven't been here long. I've had one experience on site at the studio, and I haven't laughed so much in a long time with Jer, who was doing the announcing. So it was a great experience for me to see volunteers helping, lending their technical abilities as well, and meeting some of the people with your group. And it seems to me, and I'm sure Marilyn can speak to this more, but it seems extremely impactful. I think it's something that people seem to look forward to and get very excited about doing and participating. So it looks like a good place for community to meet and, a good way to help out. But you can probably speak a little more to the impact over the last little while.
Yes, for sure. Well, we know many people tune in. And in fact, there are groups that will get together either in people's living rooms or case in point at Quinte Gardens. My understanding, they have a TV in their big, gathering room. So they'll all buy their bingo cards and sit and play TV bingo. I'm looking forward to playing TV bingo. After, I guess, as of October 1st, because I will no longer be a staffer, because we kind of don't want staff winning a jackpot. So there you go.
That is the first thing she said to me, by the way, in studio. I said, "Oh, we're looking forward to the most." And she said, "I get to play TV bingo on October 1st.
So it's pretty amazing just with the amount of support and the bingo license that we get from the city. We are, I guess, allowed to spend the proceeds, and it's a lucrative fundraiser. We obviously have expenses, mostly in terms of the jackpots and the payout. But Cogeco provides the studio for free, but we are able to use the proceeds to pay our veterinary bills. So last year, my understanding that of the 42,000 net that came in, that would be for the bingo season, 23-24, ending last May, that we paid $41,000 worth of veterinary bills from the proceeds of TV bingo. And that goes right back to the community. So thank you all who play TV bingo. That's where your money goes.
All right, well, the outgoing executive director handing the reins over to the brand new executive director, Marilyn Lawrie and Kareen McKinnon. Marilyn, thank you so much for all you've done for the broader community, whether it be the Humane Society or all the other organizations you've been a part with. Kareen, congratulations. Looking forward to speaking with you further down the road. So thanks so much, ladies. Really appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Lindsay. Always a pleasure to speak with you.
Thanks. Take care.